Anyway, so I got this video blowing up right now, bro. Why is it blowing up? Because it's, I don't know, a lot of trolls for one, I know that. A lot of trolls, a lot of snowflakes. My favorite people, the snowflakes. Oh man, just imagine, I'm an independent that's giving snowflakes a hard time. Where's all the Republicans? You guys should be worse than me. You know, and I talk crap right back to them, bro. So it's like, they're always wanting to attack me. Mish, good morning, Mickey. What's up? How you doing, Mish? How are you? What's big in the news right now, this whole Iran thing, I didn't check it this morning. I know it looks like they went after about like 20, 25 countries or something like that. Might be more now. I hope they didn't mess with India, bro. Good morning, Michael. What's up, Expat? What's in the news, man? What am I missing? Because have you heard any news lately? I woke up, I had coffee, I read a bunch of comments on my last video that's about a scam thing that I went through, and I'm getting a bunch of trolls. I'm having to reply to all these trolls. Good. What about you? Oh yeah, I can't complain. Life is okay, I mean, I could complain, but what's the heck? Everybody has problems, right? Everybody's got problems. So I hope you guys are doing good. What's new with y'all? What's new with the world? What's new with y'all? And last time I heard, there was like 20-something countries attacked from Iran. Going after like U.S. military bases. I don't know if we have any of that in India, to be honest with you. 3 F-15 shot down in Kuwait. Friendly fire, pilots ejected safely. Friendly fire? That's the shocker right there. But yeah, the list had on it military action taken from Iran was places like France, Italy, Kuwait. Hold on, was it Kuwait? I think Kuwait. Dubai. There's a lot of places. Iran's going on a crazy spree, apparently, from what I understand. These guys are going freaking nuts. So how's it going, Mish? How's your channel doing? How's life and family and everything? Don't forget to double tap the screen if you haven't already. I need to start doing more stuff like that. But yeah, we got a pretty nice day here today in the Philippines. It's pretty nice. And plan on going to McDonald's today. Get out for a bit. Yeah. That's like the big luxury here where I'm at in the province area, in the rural area of the Philippines. Especially kids. If you take the kids to Jollibee or McDonald's, those places, man, they're like crazy happy out here. And Jollibee is like McDonald's, except it's the Philippines version. And I know Brian's been to McDonald's. I don't know about Mish. Have you ever been to McDonald's? Let's see, Brian says, I always need to be reminded to. Yeah, Just thinking. Yeah, so that's the big plan today. Go out to McDonald's, 30 minutes away from here. Funny thing is, we have like a Chinese restaurant over there, but it costs more, you know. So I always go with the cheaper place. And then we have, what else is over there in that town? It's a different town, like 30 minutes away. Oh, Mangansall. Mangansall is pretty good. They do grilled chicken. It's more healthier. So you get grilled chicken, you get like grilled pork. You know, that's a healthier place to eat, but it does cost more too. Brian says, I like the fish fillet. Honestly, Brian, yeah, I think I have had it. It's been a long time ago. They don't have it here. I have never seen, yeah, I don't think they have fish fillet at the McDonald's here. And, you know, now that you mention that, I'd probably get that because I think I've only had it one time and I like it. But I, you know, just never really think much about it. You know, honestly, over in the U.S., I normally wouldn't do McDonald's. I normally do cookout for fast food. Mish, anybody, y'all do fast food? What's your favorite fast food place? Let's see, Brian, what's your favorite fast food place? Let's see, but closest fast food is at least 40 minutes away. So, oh wow, bro, you got it even worse than me. Joe Pa loves the fillet of fish too. So that's the McDonald's fillet of fish. I think I had it one time. I might be wrong. You know, if I did, it was a long time ago. So I would like to have one, but we don't. I've never seen one at McDonald's here in the Philippines. Sorry. We got spaghetti there. We got fried chicken there. It's a different world out here. Fried chicken at McDonald's, spaghetti at McDonald's. What else? Of course, burgers. I live at the end of the earth. How far are you from the ocean? What's up, Joe Pa? How's it going, man? Sorry, I didn't, you know, trying to wake up this morning. Favorite fast food places, you guys, for you guys. Mine's Cookout. I remember we talked a little bit about it last time. I think Joe Pa was talking about Cookout last time. You know, it started over in North Carolina, over around, I think, High Point, that area. Just a few blocks from the Gulf. Oh, wow. So you can just walk over to the water. That's cool. Well, you're about like me. I mean, I'm the same thing. It takes me about 20 minutes to walk to the water. Unfortunately, my signal doesn't work out there, though. I would have my signal on out there. Have you guys seen my scam video I did last time, man? I'm getting trolled like crazy on that. Freaking people are insane. Joe Pa says, hey, how's it going? Yeah, McDonald's fillet of fish. Burger King has the Whaler. Yeah, I'm not sure if they do the Whaler here. I mean, you're in the Philippines, bro. Just do fresh fish. You know, that's what I say. I mean, if I go over here to the market, there's tons of fish out there at the market. So, and we'll take it here, and grill it. We haven't done that in a while, but yeah, every now and then we'll go get some fish, bring it over here, put it on the grill. Scam you for a phone, that's crazy. Yeah, you know, little stuff like that. To me, that's little stuff. You know, little stuff like that can happen quite a bit, yeah, here in the Philippines. You know. But the big stuff is the one comment where somebody was talking about the guy bought a house that was like over $1 million and got scammed. Yeah, I got scammed for that house. I can't remember exactly what the story was, but yeah, stuff like that happens. Brian says, I don't have a favorite. Tex-Mex is just my favorite restaurant food. Man, you're making me miss the quesadillas, bro. I love a quesadilla. And we do have quesadillas over here. We have some Mexican, Texas. If you're in Manila, my favorite Mexican place is over near Rockwell Mall. Because there's not a lot of great Mexican places here. I'll tell you that right now. You're not gonna find that. But there is one that I think is really awesome. It's a little pricey though, it's a little bit pricey, so you do have to, I don't go there, I haven't been there often, I've only been there twice because I didn't want to pay a little bit pricey. It's still probably cheaper than USA though, as far as a restaurant, as far as food goes. Most likely. Haven't kept prices in. Let's see, Joe Pa says, I got scammed for $700 on Saturday by a cleaning woman. Dude, are you serious? What? Joe Pa, you're in USA, right? New Mexico. Yeah, you're in New Mexico. What the heck, bro? How did that happen? By a cleaning woman. She said she was going to do it. You gave her the money and she never showed up. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, I believe you, man. I believe you. And I'm wondering, was this a Caucasian? Was this a white lady? or where they're from, Because, there's tons of immigrants over there that, that's been causing a lot of problems too. That's crazy, man. I mean, dude, I hope you get your money back, and I hope she goes to jail. I mean, here's the thing about the phone thing. She didn't scam me, but she tried to. And I'm gonna do a video about like red flags and stuff like that, so people know what to look for. I mean, like right now, we got 6 people in here. Probably got some spies, some trolls. You gotta be careful, you gotta be on your guard at all times, man. These people are, vigilant. Vigilant about hating, despising men, the people of the white race, the people that are Christians. Yeah, they are vigilant about that. It's insane, man. I don't know what the heck is wrong with them. And then for them to root against giving freedom to the Iran people. That's insane too. So the Iran people are super happy, but they're against that. What kind of nuts, bro? These people are, I mean, right now, I don't see any comments coming in. I got a full signal right now with no comments coming in. I just feel like, is there some kind of technical problem with YouTube or what? What's going on, man? Anyway, it just, what do they call it? Seems so convenient. Yeah, for for everything to happen. Anyway, so I just, I tell people I'm coming in around this time, and I didn't want to let anybody down. I was about not to come in. I was about to head out and go down and get something to eat. Why isn't there any comments coming in? Maybe it's just taking you a while to type. I see something. She's from Brazil. See, there you go. I had to meet her to give her the other $200. I was debating not paying her the rest. My wife and I have been cleaning what she didn't. Okay, I had to meet her to give her the other $200. So she did do some cleaning. Man, I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear about that, Joe. But I mean, I was just gonna say one of my things in life, one of my mottos is don't trust anybody 100%. I'm just gonna put that out there. For any listeners, do not trust anybody 100%. Yeah, I wonder why it didn't show up. Yeah, see, that's another problem that we have. We're using technology that the snowflakes put together. I mean, when we use stuff like Facebook and all that kind of crap. I mean, and I know the reason why. We're an older crew that is into like actually doing like plumbing, like electrical work, like building houses, like putting roads together, like building infrastructure, like building homes that people can live in, all the things that are absolutely needed. And hey, Ozzy, how's it going, man? I just saw you pop in, but I'm on my spill, bro. And then these little snowflake kids create the technology, and we love it. I mean, it's awesome, this technology, but we're hanging around snowflake people that are controlling things is the problem. Anyway, what's new, Ozzy? How you doing? While we provide for them the most awesome place, that they could live in. Because they sure can't do it by themselves, Haters in here. Oh, did they leave me? Did they hate it so much they left? I had some quiet ones in here, and I've been getting a lot of trolls in my scam video, Ozzy, the last video I put out. And my buddy Joe here, he just said his message did not go through that he put out. He just got scammed, unfortunately. Let's see, messages are not showing up. Doesn't surprise me, man. I seriously, maybe I need to go to a different platform or something and leave what's going on here, man. I don't focus on the BS. I don't know why. I'm just an independent party kind of guy that's going to point out flaws on both sides, on everything. I'll point it out, I can't help it if the Democrats are full of crap. I almost said it. I didn't say it though. Anyway. So, yeah. Joe Pa says, she cleaned for me before and did a good job. She charged me $500, but now did a crap job and said the price is now $700. Okay, Well, she didn't necessarily scam $700 because she did do a job. So maybe she did maybe $100 worth or $200 or $300 worth. So you did get some kind of cleaning out of it. But I'm surprised if she did a good job before, why she didn't do a good job the second time. That's weird. I mean, was she doing it by herself, or did she have other people helping? You must have a pretty big place, bro. Of course, I'm used to the Philippine prices over here. You could probably get your house cleaned here for like $5 or $10 probably. So I'm used to seeing those prices. But don't quote me because I've never had anybody tell me how much it is. Did you see those two idiots? No, Max, I have not. Joe Pa says she cleaned nothing this time. She charged me $700 to dust and run the vacuum and mop the floor for $2. Yikes, bro. So do you pay ahead? Did you have to pay you have to pay before the cleaning, or do you, I mean, I don't know what's normal. I've never paid anybody for cleaning. I never have, so I don't know. So normally, do you pay up front or do you normally pay after? Let's see, D-Red says, what is like living in the Philippines? Well, it's wonderful. I have hundreds of videos that will show you. Cost of living videos. I got playlists for cost of living. I got playlists for like the beaches, the people, meeting people playlist, girls that are looking for guys. I got a playlist for that. Or even there's one guy that was looking for a girl, a Filipino guy. But yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I love it. Joe Pa says last time took her 2 days. This time it took her 6 hours. I never made that much per hour. Yeah, that's over $100 an hour to clean a house. Over $100 an hour. That's like $113 an hour, something like that, to clean a house. Dude, in the Philippines, they do it for like $1 an hour. Let's see, maybe $2 an hour. Anyway, Max says, apparently they're doing a loop live just to milk money on live. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Max. You're talking about that thing you were talking about earlier. It's not a bad idea. Just do a loop. Do it all day long, 24 hours. It's not really a bad idea. It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So much crazy stuff going on today. I'm gonna even screenshot that. If I can figure out how to do that, I might do some kind of loop live on a different channel. Not this channel, just having a great time. But anyway, I'll look into that. I have 3 channels right now, but 90% of my time goes to this channel. Actually higher than that. Like 99% of my time goes to this channel. The other ones I might delete, actually. D-Head says, I heard that it's very cheap there. How many years you've been there? I've been here almost 3 years, almost. And yeah, it is very cheap. You should watch my cost of living videos. You'll see how cheap it is. I've been living over here for around $300 a month. And I could do even cheaper than that if I wanted to. Joe Pa says, I thought the price was the same, so I didn't ask. At the end, I gave her $500. She said, oh, it's now $700. She became Americanized real quick, didn't she, bro? You know? She's like, I see how we can treat people now here in America. You know, we can charge them too much money, and we can be lazy crap. I can't say what I wanted to say. We can be lazy, beep. Meanwhile, there's dust webs on my baseboards and dust on my ceiling fans. That's horrific, bro. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. I mean, she's become Americanized, and that's the problem. Anybody that comes over here, I mean, people are becoming Americanized. It's pretty bad when you have to say someone's becoming Americanized and it be a bad thing. But becoming Americanized is a bad thing. You know, it's you know, spoiled rotten brat girls, stuff like that. It's like TikToking and those sites where they can, you know, not wear much, you know. Anyway, I gotta watch what I say on my channel, but I wish I could freely talk about it. Anyway, they're ridiculous, and to be people running around saying, ooh, I hate this place, but you won't get out of the place, you know? If you say you hate a place, why would you stay there? You know, why do you think I left home at 15 years old? I didn't like the place that I was living, right? So that's why I left home at 15. Why did I leave USA? Because I wasn't happy there. I mean, I was happy, you know, that's why I haven't gone back, you know? But it's not bad. I'm not gonna say USA is the worst country in the world. It's definitely not. It's definitely one of the best. But when people say that it's the best, I disagree. Anyway, Carrie says, what's up? Hi, beautiful people. How you doing, Carrie? Good to see you. Joe Pa says, all I know is she can only, we're talking about scamming, by the way. I did a video about a scam like 2 days ago, and it's like blowing up. Like people are commenting like crazy, a lot of trolls, a lot of snowflakes, a lot of, you know, it's like insane. And then Joe Pa is talking about a scam that he just went through with a cleaning lady. Let's see, Joe Pa says, all I know is she can only take care, so that's a big red flag. She can only take case. She can only take case? So that's a big red flag? She better be careful, cause this ain't Elliott Island, America anymore. You know what, bro? You should turn her in. You know, you said she's from Brazil. Now, you know, she might be legal, but there's a good chance that she's not. And I mean, I've even seen people get fake stuff, fake documents and everything that were not legal. So if you have any slight thought that this person might not be legal, I turn her in. And maybe you could get paid for it. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Let's see, I know she could take cash. Okay. But iPhone is these days. Carrie says, might be careful there. They are predicting a large earthquake and a big tsunami with the blood moon. Oh, really? Yeah, I think that's tonight. Thank you for telling me that. I'll look into it. Luckily, I'm not right by the ocean, but I am about a mile. I think it's about a mile. And maybe I need to come up here, you know, to the top or something, figure out something. And the earthquake thing, wow. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about this. I have to check into it. Thank you for letting me know about that. I'll do a screenshot so I can check into it, Carrie. Hey, let's see. Carrie says next 2 weeks have an evacuation plan if you need it. For the next 2 weeks? I thought we were just talking about one day. But anyway, well, I mean, talking about tsunami, earthquake, stuff like that. Okay. Anyway, I don't know when 2 weeks coming. Anyway, let's see. Joe Pa says, I'm guessing if you're saying if things are so destructed and destroyed, have somewhere else to go for 2 weeks, I guess is what you're talking about. Joe Pa says, better chance when she doesn't have a bank account. Joe Pa says, it's not my nature to turn her in. I'm not a fan of Trump and his policies, but there are people who surely would turn her in. I'm not one of them. I'm the same way, bro. I mean, if I know someone that's decent, hardworking, and stuff like that, I don't want to do it either. But we're talking about somebody that's a freaking, I believe in anybody that's not worth it, get the freak out. And I don't care if they're legal or not legal, just get the freak out, Go to freaking somewhere I don't want to be. Don't bring them to the Philippines. Bring them to North Korea or something, I don't know. We're at the top of Canada. It's too freaking cold up there. Yeah. But fire with fire, bro. That's the problem with us. We're too nice to these mean people. These snowflakes and all that stuff. I don't even know what this person's talking about. Are you here to be a troll, Henderson? Is that your plan today? I'm not sure. And hello, 673, how you doing? Nope, okay. All right, cool. Were you, Henderson edits. Aren't you in the Philippines, bro? For real. Joe Pa says she looked at my house and charged me a freaking skin tax in my own freaking country. I gave her the money and now I'm done with her. I'd turn her in, bro, and I think you can collect money for it. You might come out on top, bro. If you can collect $2,000, you might actually make money off of this thing. I'm gonna forget about it, chalk it up to simping. Yeah, no way. Because I like to know where people are from, Henderson. So you're in Texas, okay, that's cool. For reals. Carrie says, just leave when you see the first red flag. If you let one slide, you automatically start blocking them all. Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, you do have to pick up on red flags, faster. I mean, I learned that from the first girl I came over here for, I mean, I winded up, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm not giving you an exact number right now because I got a new video coming out. But I've seen over 50 girls here, bro. Over 50. I have dated over 50 girls here, yeah. Let's see, Joe Pa says, I don't want 2,000, that's bad. She's got kids here, so I have a lot of stories. People giving me a hard time about this one girl that tried to scam me on the phone thing. Bro, that's nothing. I got plenty of awesome stories, and she was an awesome girl. We had a wonderful time. So I came out on top with that too, you know. Let's see, but yeah, let's see, you don't want 2000 that bad? Oh, okay, Joe, you don't want the 2000? Just send it to me. It's cool. She's got kids here with an American dad. Okay. I don't know if they're married or whatever. I don't know about that part. So if they're married, then she's probably legal, right? She's got to be legal if they're married, I would say. Let's see. Henderson says, my dog is extremely overweight. Wow, you're a stud muffin. Yeah, that's the old American terminology. You know, I just want to bring that up because people are like shocked by this story, this scam story. They're like shocked and everything. I'm like, that's like so small compared to everything I've been through here in the Philippines, you know. And I'm not just talking about scams, I'm just talking about my whole freaking life. I wanted to make a movie out of it, but my girlfriend didn't want me to. And so I just said, okay, I won't do it, you know. You know, they have a thing called Save Face over here where they really care about their image. Yeah, it's huge in the Philippines to protect your image. It's called Save Face. Joe Pa says, not married at all, just had kids. But an American doesn't mean married. Yeah, you're exactly right. It does not mean married. But I was hoping she would be, you know, for the kids and the family's sake, you know, try to have a family. But yeah, it doesn't mean married. Exactly. Especially nowadays. Nowadays, it's like, who's your baby daddy? You know, bunch of weirdos, bunch of freaking snowflakes. You know, they need to bring back values, you know, old school values. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, they need to bring back old school values. And that's what we have here in the Philippines, is we have a lot of old school values. Actually, I need to think about that. Maybe I need to do a video on that one. That's a good idea. Let's see. I just did one about respect here. I mean, respect is awesome in the Philippines. They say po all the time, and that means with respect. If you're around a young person, they take your hand and put it to their forehead. That's a sign of respect. You know, what's the signs of respect in the USA? What are they doing over there that is showing signs of respect to their elders? Give me something. Let me hear it. Oh my gosh. You know, I do think that maybe out in the Midwest, maybe there is still some signs of respect over there in the Midwest, maybe, because there's this one guy who talks to me all the time. He's about 35 years old. He's not young, but he calls me sir when he's talking to me. So I think there's still some signs of respect out there, but a lot less than there used to be. Scotty 34, blessing. Yeah, that's a blessing thing, I think. Bless you or something like that. I don't know. You know, cheese graters are pretty awesome. I like them too, because you can, you know, make your say you make a lasagna, some kind of pasta, and a pizza, and grate that cheese. Yeah, man. I love some cheese. Scotty says, yep. So what's going on, Ozzy? What's the you know, I've heard about like 20 places being attacked by Iran, but is it higher now? I'm about to go out to McDonald's, about to jump on a bus. Guess I can look into it, but I totally forgot to look into it this morning. I just drank my coffee and jumped on here. Lasagna. Yeah, get to Quezon City, that's a part of Manila. Go to Bagoli's. They have very delicious lasagna. It's inside the mall. It's inside, what mall is that? Trinoma. Trinoma Mall, Italian place called Bagoli's. And it's not pricey at all. And it's very delicious lasagna. That's if you want lasagna that you don't have to pay a lot for, and it's really delicious. Country Kind of Crazy says, I expect a gentleman to open my car door for me if I'm going on a date, and the man doesn't open my car door, the date's over. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think that's a good idea. Has it happened? You know, or do they always open the door for you? Or have you ever done that? Like, oh, didn't open the door for me. Bye. Let's see. Ozzy says, I heard about an attack in Austin, Texas. See, here's the thing, bro. I was telling my girlfriend this. I said, there's going to be stuff. You know, I sort of restrict myself on what we're talking about here. I got to be careful with what I say. But there's going to be stuff, bro. I think that's going to happen. I mean, they're going all out. They are not playing around. Yeah. She says, yeah. So hold on. Are you saying, yeah? You told the guy date's over? What? That's funny. Oh man. Ozzy says best lasagna he's ever had was at Rogers Pizza in Dover, New Hampshire. There's also another place over here in Manila, in Cabal, that they were in a movie. They did a popular movie at this Italian place. They had good lasagna too. Yeah. It's a nice looking Italian place over in Cabal, which is part of Manila. Yep. Did he get upset? Did the guy get upset when you told him date's over with? Because you didn't open my door? Let's see. Or maybe you did say yeah. Maybe that was part of the yep. Or yes, yep. Oh man. He was dumbfounded. He's like, Scotty says, Mike, where am I? In the PI. Scotty, I'm over in Mindoro right now. Yeah. Dude, I've been around about half of the Philippines, but right now I'm over in Mindoro. And the Philippines is freaking amazing. It's been freaking awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have like money to waste at all anymore, pretty much. But when I had a little bit of money to spend, I got to travel a lot more. So it's been a great time. Stay in Cabanatuan, I've been all around also. Oh, okay. You know, I always forget what places are. I've been to Cabanatuan, and I thought it was in Bohol. I think I said that word in that video I just did. But if I'm not mistaken, hold on. Okay, is it in Luzon? Is it up there, like middle part of Luzon? I can't remember where it's at, bro. I'm not really into studying things. I'm into just doing things, having fun, and all that kind of stuff. Ozzy says, I have always opened doors for my women. Yeah, I agree with it too, bro. Um, and they appreciate that, by the way, over here in the Philippines. It's a big thing. Yeah. My grandfather would roll over in his grave if I didn't. Well, that'd be pretty cool to watch. Can we get that? Can we get that on my channel? the grave rolling over part. That would be that might be a hit. Scotty says, yes, it's where the first power camp was liberated during World War II. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I know I went to that city. You know, Cabanatuan is basically a small city. It's not going to be a metro area. I'm saying this for people that are listening. But I went to one small city above Angeles City. That might have been it. And then there was another one like between there and like going over to Ilocos, I think they call it, that region. So you got Angeles and then go over this way in this area. And then you go up to Ilocos region. And I'm not very good at saying things here. But anyway. POW. Yeah, there's a lot of history in the Philippines, man. Like that camp up in Baguio was pretty interesting. You've probably been there. Camp John or Camp J, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, that's a very huge place, and to walk around in nature, and very nice place. And a lot of history behind that as well. Yeah. Carrie says, I don't need a man for money. I choose who I spend time with. Don't mind being single. Thanks to modern conveniences that a lot of men made. And batteries, women don't need a man for that either, yeah. And probably the men made those too. The batteries and the other stuff. But yeah, you should be respected, and yeah, you shouldn't mess around with people that don't respect you and make you happy. Let's put it that way. Kuya Dave, what's up, brother? How's it going? Right past Turlac. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tarlac, I mean. Yeah, it's up there somewhere around that area. I don't remember now exactly. I always have to look at a map to figure out things. But anyway, yeah, I know sort of like where you're at. Is it Pampanga? Is that area in Pampanga? That's where you're staying now? Yeah, you're staying there now, Cabanatuan. I went up there not too long ago to visit a friend. But I'm going to be going to Manila as soon as possible. As soon as I can arrange some things. I'm waiting for some stuff. Let's see. Toronto Dump says, are you the food critic? Yeah, man. Country Kind of Crazy says, mutual respect means a lot to me. Men need to be treated like men and women like women. Oh, well, that's huge here in the Philippines. Yeah, you know, if you want to get away from a place where they don't do that. Yeah, that's complicated. I shouldn't really say that. I shouldn't say that. That's a very complicated thing, but I can tell you this, women are definitely women here. I mean, you could go to some areas where they only wear dresses, you know. And we're not talking about dresses that are short. We're talking about like real dresses. You see a lot of the little girls, hair bows in their hair, long dresses, beautiful long dresses. Matt Wood, my brother, he's a troller, I can tell. Peace. Yeah, bye, Snowflake. You know, it'd be nice if all these passport bros, if they actually did the same thing I did and stood up for people, you know, stood up for their people, you know. They actually stood up for their people, you know, the people that are your skin color, the people that are your, you know, way you look, all that kind of crap, you know, instead of letting everybody else bully you. You know, unfortunately, I don't think any of those vloggers are in here. Maybe they are, but if you vloggers are in here, y'all need to stand up and stop letting people bully you. Snowflake, yeah. And I have no idea what Carrie is. I don't know if she's a independent, Republican, Democrat. I don't know. I just say it like it is. But I'm an independent that can't stand a snowflake. I can't stand these spoiled, rotten little brats running around, talk about how much they hate the country they live in, that don't want to work. They just want to stand outside and protest all day long and cause trouble. Or maybe they want to be Antifa members and break in places and not work for stuff, you know? I can't stand any of that crap. Okay, you're independent. Yeah, I had no idea. But yeah, that's awesome though. I appreciate that. You know, at one time I was doing, I don't really get too politically involved. I try not to. Mike says, I don't work. You don't work? What are you talking about you don't work? Bro, you're always working. All right, I'm trying to get my nicotine out. Starts with raising a kid, exactly. Yeah, definitely. I vote for whomever I feel will do the best job. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I've supported both. I've supported Libertarian. I've supported Republican. I've supported, Democrat. I've supported, I can't say I supported Green Party, but I would have if they would have had a chance. Jill Stein, I would have supported her, you know, but she didn't have a chance, unfortunately, because the system is rigged. They don't give a third party a chance. That's why I had to stop supporting the Libertarian Party, because there's a I don't want to go into the education of it, I mean, but unless y'all want me to. But anyway, the system's rigged. And Trump, they didn't think he would win. He's an outsider. They didn't think he would win, but so they didn't really protect themselves good enough in fighting that election against him. Even the freaking rhinos, right? There's rhinos against him. Let's see, Micah Venus says, I just tried to make coffee for Venus and she said no. Why? Venus always says, I'm the one. Oh my God, bro. That is so freaking awesome. Look at this. Look at this. He was trying to be nice enough, sweet enough, wonderful enough to make her coffee. And she's like, no, it's not going to happen. I am going to be the one that will be sweet enough, nice enough, wonderful enough to you. Yeah, I try not to do a lot of politics, but it's hard. I get it. You know, Mike, I've gotten a bunch of attacks on my last video by basically, you know, stuff, yeah. So that and the war that's going on and all the other kind of crap. Anyway, Joe Pa says, can you buy Owns or Zens? Yeah, you can buy Joe Pa Zens Zens are all over the place. 7-Elevens is where you normally go. But I got this one. I like this one even better than Zens. It's called Nordic Spirit. Bernie needs to retire, just saying. Scotty, I think Bernie was, I can't say bought, but the thing about politics is basically they figure out a way to shut you up and to make you be one of them and stuff like that, you know. They figure out, they do things, I can't think of the words for it. They do things to control you. And I don't want to go into talk about what I think happened with that guy, because it wouldn't be appropriate for this channel, to be honest with you. It would, if I could honestly say and tell the whole truth, they might ban me, you know, or flag me or whatever. I don't know what they do. You know, if I have true freedom of speech. Let's see, Michael Venus. Let's see, Carrie says, I don't care about the party. Politics flip back and forth. So I just vote for the person. I'm the same way, Carrie. She wants to do everything. She is amazing, bro, honestly. Dude, I think she ought to just take over. She ought to just have her own channel. Have the Venus channel, and you just sit back and relax. Because I think she's freaking amazing, bro, to be honest with you. You just sit back, relax, have a drink, you know, chill out on the beach, let her do the work. Because, I mean, if she wanted to, you know, she could probably become a millionaire, bro. She's so awesome. Scotty voted for Pedro. I try. You and Napoleon. Bernie Sanders reminds me of the anteater. He was definitely bought in 2016. Yeah, I heard a story that I really do believe, but I can't say that story in here because it is very disturbing, for one thing, and sick, and it can't be, I don't know. They're already after me, these snowflakes. They already hate me. I like AMG coffee flavored almonds. Oh, okay. I think I might have tried that. Yeah, I think it was okay. The ones I get here, I love these things. These are and I'm not a menthol person when it comes to, I used to smoke cigarettes, but these are fresh frost. They have a mint flavor taste to it. Sort of like putting a peppermint candy in your mouth or something. It tastes better than that, actually. Like a Venus. Yep. Let's see, I'm not seeing all the comments. Well, I have all the comments turned on, but, you know, we're not in a free speech platform, you know. And when you're in the country USA, you're also not in a free speech country. But I don't think there's any country that is totally free speech. I mean, I can't think of any country. Philippines is not either, I mean. Let's see, all politicians get along behind closed doors and only hate each other in public. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either. Ozzy, man, you had the Newports, bro. I used to like going around people doing Newports. I always did like some kind of light cigarette, like a Marlboro Light or something like that. Usually a generic though, or a Marlboro Light, yeah. But I would walk around and I'd say to those Newport sellers, man, you guys are y'all aren't gonna make it. See, I have to watch what I have to say on here, right? You're gonna unalive yourselves. But I was always joking. I mean, I know I was doing it too. Just not menthol. One big corrupt club. Yes, it's the elites against the people. What do y'all think? Yes or no? Elites against the people, or yes or no? Or would you call it something else? Maybe call it something else. I mean, we have to figure out a term and stick with it, though. Said YouTube is strange. I don't. You're talking about yeah. I mean, who's controlling the thing today? Who do we got in there at the control panel? Saying, "Oop, nope, they're not going to see this comment. Nope, they're not going to see that comment." I was just saying, would you call it elites versus the people? Or would you call it something else? If you call it elites versus the people, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down, call it something else. Or yep, okay. Ozzy said yep. Let's see, I think NASA, you think NASA is all fake and a way to elites embezzle money? That's possible. Wouldn't surprise me. Yikes. I was only seeing top comments. I went and changed it all. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I should have brought that up, bro. Yeah, I changed it on mine thinking that, okay, you guys are going to see everything. But yeah, everybody needs to put it on. They need to select that little gear thing down there and select all comments in order to see every comment. Yeah, and you have to do it every single time you jump into a live. And I just recently found that out, bro. And I'm like, why isn't it automatic that we can see all comments? Why do they automatically filter comments? I don't know. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Select our comment, says Android channel. And down there, elites run the show. Yeah, we can't do nothing about it either. Yeah, elites run the show. We can't do anything about it. Hey. Anyway, what time is it? It's past 12 o'clock. Okay. But yeah, somebody was saying, Mike, I don't know if you heard about this. Carrie was saying this. Yeah, she was saying something about a warning for a tsunami. I think, what do they call that? Blood moon tonight? I think that's tonight. She said they have some kind of warning for tsunami and earthquake over here in the Philippines. Haven't gotten any kind of warning thing pop up on my phone or any heard about this or anything, but I gotta look into it, check it out. Let me see. Oh man, a bunch of comments just came in. I had a huge India channel ask me if I want to collab like you did. Oh, okay, yeah, like we did. Me and you did that collab thing. Oh, okay, I got you. And did you do it? Oh, you did do it. I didn't see much benefit from it. Honestly, bro, I think you really need to try to have somebody that's doing the kind of stuff you're doing. You need to have the same kind of audience. That whole India thing is going to be a bunch of people there that are all about whatever they're talking about, food or whatever in India. So yeah, I don't see you having much benefit from something like that one. And as a matter of fact, you might not even want some of those people in there because they're not going to truly watch stuff and care about your stuff. And you're probably not going to get much financially from it anyway. Let's see. Carrie says, I wouldn't want to be an elite. They're so evil. They are, man. They are the sickest. The sickest of sick. I watched this one video the other day. It was this guy. He was a billionaire. He looked pretty young, but he wasn't as young as I thought he was. And he said that this is what he said. This is crazy. He said that he is going to be living forever. That they have the plan that they're going to live forever in this video. Dude, they're going to live forever. He's going to live forever. Mike and Venus says, tell me, earthquake. Yeah, Carrie was talking about it. I got to check into it. I don't see what you tried. I have it with her. I think oh, you have it with her. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not going to hurt to try. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. I think she has 19 times the subs compared. Okay. Yeah, you got about a little bit. You got maybe about 3,000, about 3,000, I think. So, yeah, I think you got 3,000. So that would be about 50 something thousand, maybe 60. I want legit friends. I don't do the collab with her. I didn't do the collab with her. Who's going live forever? Who's going to live forever? Yeah, this guy was a billionaire. And that's what he said in the video. He said that he was going to be living forever. And he was very serious about that. They think they're going to upload their brain info into a cloud eventually. I wouldn't want to live forever. Yeah. But yeah, you know, these people have secrets, you know. They have their secrets, and he leaked that out in that video when he said that. I was like, oh, he made a mistake. You know, because you know about some of the stuff out there, you know, blood from, you know, that people like Oprah Winfrey and those people, you know. And Trumpy would win, which I don't even know what that is, but let's see. Ozzy says, because they're a bunch of psychopaths. They think they are better than us. Exactly. Country kind of crazy says, an elite, let it slip. I mean, here's the wild thing is that right now we do have our freedom to talk some. You know, we don't have a lot of freedom to say anything we want. I have to watch what I say. So we're able to do this right now. But imagine if they shut it up on us, man. It would be a sad time. Carrie says, an elite, let it slip that the body doesn't get old. Our blood does. That if you put see, I don't want to say this, but yeah, y'all can read Carrie's statement. But you know, I think I've seen videos of this stuff and everything out there. I mean, yeah, I have. Yeah, what she's talking about. So it's out there. You know, I just try to be very careful not to lose my ability to do this channel. Android's channel says if they're able to solve the telomere problem, it might actually be possible to live forever. Scotty says people with money. Mike and Venus says maybe extend their life but can't live forever. And yeah, this billionaire thinks he is. He thinks he's going to live forever. I have heard it all. Entropy is proven that everything is in a state of decay. Yeah, yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that exists. I understand telomeres. Yeah, I don't understand that one either. It's pretty sad. I even got a master's degree and don't even understand this stuff. I'm not seeing any comments from Carrie. Really? Oh, do what we did. Select the gear. They call it gear shift, I think they call it. Down there at the bottom of the screen, and select all comments. That's probably why you didn't see your comments. Everybody has to physically do it. I've done it on my end so I can see all the comments. Oh, really? I don't know, maybe you did it after she said it or something, maybe? And maybe that's why I didn't show. Your dog bit me scam? Nah, I haven't seen that one. Why? Did you get that, Scotty? No, I haven't seen that. Actually, that's not my dog anyway. So I'm at someone else's place right now. Got to use their Wi-Fi because mine is horrible. Android says telomere is the piece of DNA at the end of each. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hated biology. I barely got through biology, bro. That stuff is tough. I do remember that word now, but that's all I remember from it. Just the word. Say Diatsi Ribonu. Diatsi Ribonu. Diatsi Ribonu. They tried. Some people know and some don't. Scotty said, thank God for... So they tried. Wow. Yeah, CCTV is awesome. I was in a 7-Eleven not long ago, and this little kid came over to me and said, have you seen my wallet? And I'm like, no, I haven't. I was sitting down in the 7-Eleven. A little Filipino kid walked over and said, have you seen my wallet? Maybe about 12, 13 years old, something like that. And I felt like maybe they were trying to get money from me, but I don't know. Maybe they weren't. You know, maybe they thought I would feel sad for them that they lost their wallet or something and give them something. Or maybe it was legit. Maybe they were just missing their wallet, because the weird thing about it is they were sitting over here and I was sitting back here. But they came over and they were looking at my area and they said, have you seen my wallet over here? And I'm like, they were not looking over there before I showed up. And all of a sudden, I show up after them sitting there, this kid. And so it was weird. So what I did is I told the manager, and this is something they'll do in 7-Eleven because I've done it before. I went over to the manager and I said, hey, the kid says they lost their wallet. I know you got the cameras in here. Can you check on it? She said, yeah, I'll check it out. So yeah, they're really awesome at checking cameras in 7-Eleven for anybody that comes over, you know, just a FYI. And I didn't stick around to find out what happened, you know, on the camera thing. I was walking out the door while the manager was coming in. And the thing is, I asked the kid, I said, did you have a lot of money in there? And she's like, yeah. So yeah, it's weird. Okay, I see your comment again. I had to click on it again. Oh, I got you. Android, Carrie says Android, that's why they... Yeah, I'll just let Carrie, y'all can read her comments. They shorten each... Carrie's pretty awesome. They shorten each cell division, tells how long that cell will live. Really? Strengthen your mitochondria if you can. How do you do that, Mike? I talk too much. Kids here ask for money. Yeah, they definitely asked for money. She didn't ask for money. She just created a story. I mean, but the story could have been true. It could have definitely been true. But I also told her before the manager walked in the door, because she was outside at the time, I said, hey, let the manager know and she can look on the camera. And she was like, she didn't want to do it. But I was like, girl, you know, you need to check it out if it's true. Is there donuts in 7? Yeah, there is donuts in 7-Eleven. Yeah, we have the Mr. Donuts in here. Yeah, and this one. Some 7-Elevens have delicious fried chicken, by the way. Unfortunately, the one I'm at doesn't. Don't give. Yeah. Yeah, unless I feel really, really bad for somebody, that's the only time that I give out here anymore, because be honest with you, I gave so much to people that, and there's actually a lot of people that are doing good, and some of them are scammers, basically. Some of them, they'll try to look the part, so you got to be careful for that. There are no donuts in Paraguay. Sorry about that, bro. How about the fried chicken? You'll have the fried chicken in 7-Eleven? Oh my gosh, I miss that fried chicken. I will go now. I talk too much. You can talk in private. Let's see. Mike Avina says, don't want to talk too much in your chat. It's okay, man. Anyway, good seeing you, Mike. Maybe I could see you when I get up to Manila, bro, because I'm going to try to be there this month. That's the plan. Try to be there in Manila this month. Hopefully it works. If I could be there tomorrow, I probably would do it. I might go to the beach one time first, though. Yeah, I want to go to the beach at least one more time before I leave here. Scotty says, we're in Manila. Well, we haven't picked a place yet. There was a nice place over in the Makati area that was near BGC, like on the line of BGC. But we're also thinking about maybe around Taguig and Pasig. Hold on, is it Pasig or Pasay? No, it's Pasay. Yeah, Pasay, Taguig, or Makati. That's the three we're looking at right now. Now, I spent about a year in Quezon City, though, and I'm happy with Quezon City. So I wouldn't mind Quezon City as well. Get an Airbnb in Tagaytay. I thought about that too, but the main factor is Eve working. For her to get the kind of call center job, she tells me she can only go to Manila to get it. So, and I know there's call centers in other places, like even in Baguio. I absolutely love Baguio, man. I want to live in Baguio personally. I've seen call centers there, but I don't know, when some people, when they got something in their head, that's how it is with them, and they won't think anything different. All right, Carrie, take care. Take care. Yeah, Eve's not with me right now. She's next door, but I'll tell her you said have a great day, Carrie. You too. You have a wonderful night, and stay safe. Android says there's fried chicken here in Paraguay, but it's a different variant. Yeah, I was saying the 7-Eleven. We have fried chicken in 7-Eleven. I think it's more gamey for some reason, like you went hunting for ducks. We have that kind of chicken too. They call it native chicken here. It's got a gamey taste to it. I've had it over in Marinduque. That's a really cool island that has mountains on it, and I don't know of any island that doesn't have some kind of mountains on it though. I mean, I'm sure there is some probably, but it seems like every island I go to, they have some kind of mountains to it. Maybe Samar. You know what, Samar? I don't remember seeing any islands over there in Samar. I mean, I said islands. I meant mountains. And Leyte, I think they had some. I believe. Bohol definitely had them. Cebu definitely has it. Mindanao definitely. Here, Mindoro. Look, I'll show you. They got mountains out here. Mountains and beach close to me. Let's see. Set to read all comments, but not seeing anything from Carrie or Carrie. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm not. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. Android channel, I was having the same problem. Maybe you got to do it 2 or 3 times like Ozzy did. Ozzy did it twice. Android says, must be they were semi-flagged for something, so their visibility is limited. Yeah, it's very possible. Because I know we got a couple spies in here. Look, we got 5 people in here and only 2 people talking. So, I had to go back and select it again. Hey, snowflakes, spies, snowflake spies. They hate me, man. Absolutely hate me. Because I stand up for people that need to be stood up for. Mindoro FTW. FTW, what is FTW? FTW. For the win, maybe? Maybe, I'm guessing that's it. For the win. Mindoro for the win. Oh, F the You're tripping, bro. Scotty says, at least your channel doesn't have the drama like the other YouTube and PI. You know, there's a small amount because of vlogger attacks that I do, but I try not to focus on it because there have been some attacks on me from some vloggers. I want to say 3. One has been totally direct attack. The other 2 have been beat around the bush, indirect attacks. And it's just sad, you know? I mean, I don't understand them. I don't understand their mentality. I just don't get it. You know, we should be a team over here, you know, and there's a lot of cool vloggers over here that are very nice, like Mike and Venus, you know, like Bama, like my friend Randy over here, and unfortunately Ian, you know, who has passed away. You know, Fred's cool. Hey. And some other ones that I haven't met are cool. But I can think of 4 that are not cool. Yeah, and Scotty, you just mentioned one of them. Scotty just got one of them figured out. My sleepy pills are kicking in, buddy. Take care. All right, Ozzy, you too. I'm jump off here soon. Philly. I don't know. I don't really know that one. So I can't answer that one. I think I saw a bad comment from that person though. I think you're right, but yeah, I think there was one bad comment I saw from them in one of my videos or something. Like what do they call it? A troll comment type thing. But I can't I'm not going to say bad or good on that one. But the other one, yeah. Be safe, McGee. You too, brother. Scotty says, screw the drama, bro. Just tune it out and do you. Yeah, sometimes it makes some material, though. Like people love to watch Sick Grandpa. I did the last short I did, you watch it. And basically, I thought it was one of my fun videos because basically I was defending myself against one of the bloggers. That was full of crap. He's a liar. Liar. Let's see. Android channel says I have an idea for you once you have 20,000 subscribers. Oh, hey guys, y'all have any ideas? Let me know, because that's one of the toughest things to try to figure out ideas. Especially when you make like hundreds of videos and then you're like, what else am I going to do now? Yeah.
12:36 na.
Anyway, Android says not for right now, for down the road a bit. It's easy. What the ideas? I mean, there is a lot of ideas, but I try to, yeah, like what you're saying is definitely an idea. I mean, I do that. I do show real Philippines, but the ideas I'm talking about are like the big ones that are going to get, say, 5,000 views. That kind of. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be something that's going to get at least 2,000 views. Try to figure out something that's at least going to get 1,000 views, because I have a lot of videos that don't get 1,000 views, and usually the good, nice ones are usually the ones that don't get a lot of views, unfortunately. That last one I did about the scam, that last video, it's gotten about 3,000 or 4,000 views in like one day. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm always doing that too. Exactly what Scotty said. You can have a camera phone on a tripod filming your walking area, then have an assistant help you with video switcher, and you can carry a small tablet while you're pacing to answer comments. Yeah, you've seen Android. I think you've seen me do walking lives. The only problem is out here, we get some signal problems, We get signal issues, and that's why I'm trying to do more of like what I'm doing today. And here's the thing with YouTube, if there's some signal glitches that happen in your channel, it affects you with things like money and stuff like that too. So the main camera is stationary. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Keep it stationary and do a walk or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if we have an example to try to look at that and figure out exactly what you're talking about. Bro, is that your place? No, no, this is not my place. No, the Wi-Fi is horrible at my place, Scotty. I'm staying in a small room and I'm taking tabo baths out here in the province. Yeah, this place is a lot nicer than my place. But they let me use the Wi-Fi. It's one of Eve's relatives. Let's see. Android says I'll prepare a diagram. Anyway, it might be a while before you hit 20,000. Oh yeah, it's probably going to be over a year. You know, probably another year or more. I don't even expect to hit it that fast. You know, because my first year I'm close to 3,000 on my first year. So if I stay with that same kind of pace, I'll be at 6,000 one more year from now, right? So yeah, that would take forever to get to 20,000. Anyway, that makes me feel like crap. What do you mean, Scotty? Makes you feel like crap. What are you talking about, bro? Man, I'm starting to get hungry. So we got about a few minutes left, guys. Do about 5 more minutes. Then I'm gonna go pick up Eve and we're gonna get on a little bus, go to the next town where there's a McDonald's and enjoy that today. That's the highlight of my life. Getting some McDonald's every now and then. But yeah, it's beautiful out here though. The weather's been awesome. I came out here last night. I did a video up here last night with the sun coming down, and I went up here at the top and everything, and talked about life in the province. Yeah, and I haven't posted it yet. Maybe will be today. I don't know if I'll post it today or not. I always keep a few videos ready to go. I gotta figure out which one I'm gonna post, but I'm planning on posting one today. McDonough, let's see, your place compared to mine. Oh, hold on, you have a nice place or you have a bad place? Because I'm not in a nice place, bro. I don't stay here. I stay on this area here, in this area, but I don't stay right here where I'm at. Yeah, this is not my place. I love McDoubles from McDonald's. Yeah, maybe I'll do that today, actually. Talking about like the double cheeseburger. Yeah, I've been eating some of those the last time I went, yeah. If I send some research money, can you make a small purchase on my behalf? I mean, I guess I could do that. What do you mean by small purchase? What are you planning on getting? Researching Hellman's mayonnaise in different regions of the world. Oh, okay. I haven't seen any Hellman. I don't know if I've seen any Hellman's mayonnaise out here, bro. To be, what is that for? Like college or something? Is that for a college class? Or SNR? If you have out there, no, we don't have an SNR out here. In Mindoro, we don't. So, Scotty, you have like a terrible place or a nice place? What do you got, man? I've seen both here. I've seen foreigners here like me, you know, in the rough life, and I've seen foreigners that are totally opposite. I knew this one who had millions and millions, and I used to go to his place. You know, but anyway, that was about. That's all it got to do with a relationship I was in. And when that relationship with the girl that I was with ended, me and that guy's time was ended as well. Unfortunate. I thought he was a cool dude, but so be it, so be it. Let's see, too nice for PI standards, really? That's cool. Let's see, Android says, I'm producing a hopefully viral video about how Hellman started filling their regular mayo bottles with light mayonnaise 12 years ago and didn't tell anyone. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at some of your channel. No subscribe, but I need to watch some of your videos, bro. Sounds interesting. In Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find Hellman's out here anywhere. I haven't seen it anywhere where I'm at. But Scotty was saying S&Rs, they have those up other places. Just none here. Let's see, 5-bedroom and maid room, mostly modern. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna jump off here, guys. I'm gonna go get something to eat. And thank y'all for coming in and everything. So y'all have a wonderful day. Peace. 3, 2, 1.